Oh, hey there, crypto fam. It's River. I'm just going to go through and do an LTC update for you all. Now, I've already drawn in all the Elliott waves on the chart. I just want to go through them all with you and some possible scenarios that I'm seeing that are very, very, very possible at the moment. So basically, it looks like we've very much finished a WXY wave. I'm going to consider this a W wave. And we're looking really, really bullish overall, at least for the short to mid term. Now, what I'm definitely expecting, at least in the short term, I'm going to go down to the 4-hour chart. So here we have a WXY wave. We've almost completed this little last Y, and that's where my targets are at the moment. So we've got our first target at around 50. My second target at around 57, and my third, this is based on the Bitfinex chart, and my third target at around 63. Now, what I'm expecting after we get this high, wherever we get this, these signs of rejections, we need to complete 3 waves up here. So I'm looking for a 3-wave structure to complete this overall pattern here. Now, I have a couple of scenarios as usual. So either this is an X wave and we'll continue down for a Z, or what I think is most likely at this point, sorry, I'm just going to zoom it out a little bit further. So basically, if this was a Z wave, to have a Z wave after, I should say, based on this Y wave here, we will just meet the minimum requirements for this part here, but likely that we should hit this 83 range ish. But however, we can still continue down for a new downtrend from these regions here. So I'm watching for that possible scenario. You know, we will have met the minimum requirements for this X if we do reach these targets here. We will have met them when we reach our target 2, target 3. So target 1, we would still want to eventually continue upwards if we do only reach our first target. So the second scenario would be that this is an overall W wave and we're coming up for the big, big Y here. So just getting out the fib for the entire structure, our most likely target would be 156 overall trend, and second target would be about 198 for this overall bullish trend. Now, given that, looking at the weekly, it's going to turn into a mess because of all the waves. Yes, it has. So we've actually broken through the weekly trend. You see, like this. All right, so we've broken up. We're looking at like retesting here. And then we're going to continue up probably in this space. And probably if we do continue up in downtrend, we're not going to break this trend line. Okay, so keep that in mind there. So I've got the sniffles today. My kids have come home with all kinds of flu. Gotta love school. So I'm going to zoom in again. And basically what I'm expecting at this time is once we reach these targets here, I'm probably aiming more towards second target, possibly third, but of course it's still possible to turn around at the first target. So I'm keeping an eye out for that. But basically what we should see, let's say we reach our second target. Flip my fib. What we're looking for after this wave up is some sort of retrace. Now, I'm going to make this blue. So this is our blue is our retrace target. So once we hit this high, actually we could get quite a bullish retrace. You know, our first retrace target would be about the 44, given that we reach our second high. The second would be about the 40.2. And the third, most likely, but also least likely, is around 36 range. So after we get this high, I'm looking for a short to enter into there to rebuy and possibly head up towards our next swing target. So it is looking overall bullish to me at the moment. and I think it's very, very possible that we get this wave up here to the 156, 198 region. These kind of areas here, if we haven't got in already for these targets, looking at for a big swing around, the 44 to 35 kind of range. It's a big range, but once we get there and we have more information on the chart, it'll be easier for us to see which way it's going to go. So short term, we're in our buy zone right now. I'm looking at least reaching possibly the second target, potentially the third target. I think we'll at least pass the first target here. So I'm expecting some sort of three-wave structure to bring us up to these targets here before some sort of rejection to bring us down short term. I'm more leaning towards the more bullish scenario where we continue up and not continue down. But either way, I'm going to look for a short in these regions here just to get it if it does continue down. And yeah, basically that's it at the moment. So definite potential for these big X wave targets at the moment. It looks actually quite likely to me. So given the bullish nature of the LTC has at the moment, it definitely, these are not out of reach in the midterm. So yeah, short term, looking at these upper targets here to come down afterwards to potentially the blue zone here. If we do see signs of continuance or reversal from this short downtrend, then we should definitely get these upper targets here in the midterm. So that's all I have for LTC today, guys. Just a really quick one. Just wanted to explain where we're headed. Now, also, if we do get these signs of, we should really head up from here. But if we do get these signs of reversal, we'll most likely continue down for a Z wave. So if that does happen, my figures reversed. Hang on a minute. Okay, so they're looking. I'm going to take it off. Yes. We're looking at like a potential $15. Potentially even less, to be honest. It's not a great deal of room to go down here at the moment. So look at that, what a mess. But yeah, if we do continue down, then my next kind of retrace target to head up would be around the $15 range at this point. But so far, it's looking quite interesting to continue up in this uptrend. So yeah, I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you all in the Discord. Bye, guys.